block in a seated position that's comfortable for you. Sitting up nice and tall, drawing your spine up towards the ceiling. Just taking a few rolls of the shoulder blades in both directions. Let's go 2 or 3 times in one direction, just nice and slowly. You can feel all the little crunchy bits as you roll through the shoulders. And then coming to sit up nice and tall, gently closing down the eyes. Starting to lengthen the breath in and out of the body. Just arriving on your seat, in your body. And bringing your focus to the breath. Hi Eva, we're just starting in a seated position, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to start to bring a count to the breath tonight. So we're going to inhale for 4 breaths and exhale for 8 breaths. So starting on the inhale now for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing for a second at the top. And then exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing for a second. Exhaling 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going in this way, inhaling for a count of 4. Exhaling for 8. If it doesn't work with your rhythm of breath, you're welcome to shorten or lengthen. Try and have the inhale half the amount of time of the exhale. So taking 3 more rounds with your rhythm of breath. Soft eyelids and soft jaw, soft facial muscles, unhinging the jaw if it's locked. When you finished your last round, blinking, open the eyes, taking your time if you haven't finished. So just taking all the time you need. And then when you finished your last round, just sitting up nice and tall, we'll bring our right hand to the earth, sweeping our left arm up and over. Gently pressing into the right palm, open the heart up towards the ceiling. So your left arm moves towards the left a little bit. And then inhaling, lengthening the left arm over your ear. Inhaling, coming back up over to the other side. So placing the left hand flat on the earth. You may have a little bend in your elbow and then opening your heart up towards the ceiling. Right arm moves back a little bit. Inhale, coming back. Just doing one more like that each side. So leaning over, opening through the heart. Coming back up and over to the other side. And then sitting up nice and tall, just bringing your fingertips in front of you and walking yourself down into a forward fold. So just going as far as it's comfortable for you. You can have your fingers tented on the earth. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then inhaling, coming back up to center. Removing your block if you've got a block underneath you and making your way onto all fours. Hands and knees. So hands spread wide under the shoulders. Knees under the hips. Coming through a few cat-cows in your own time and your own rhythm. Just checking out the body here. Anything that is telling you, if it's uncomfortable with your knee on the earth, pat it up with your mat or a towel or a cushion. But really try and have equal weight through both hands and both knees, or you can lift your one knee up slightly if that feels better for you. So just looking after any areas that need looking after. Coming back to stillness, lifting the right arm up to the right. We're going to thread the needle under the left arm. Straight away, taking the left hand into a half bind, if that's what you want to do tonight. And think about opening the left shoulder up. Taking a breath or two here. Opening the chest a little bit more towards the left. And then coming back down, left hand down. Right arm sweeps up. Right hand onto the right shoulder, left arm sweeps up. Threading the needle here. So coming down onto your left shoulder, half binding your right arm. Pulling back the right shoulder so you're opening the heart. One more deep breath here. Exhaling to release. Releasing your right hand to the earth underneath the shoulder, sweeping the left arm up. And then both hands down on the mat. Just start to walk your fingers forward for your puppy pose. Any variation, hips over knees, starting to lower the chest towards the earth. The chest may brush the earth, your chin may brush the earth. You may not be anywhere near the earth. It's all okay as long as the shape feels good. You may like to place a block underneath your chest. And then taking 3 deep breaths here. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe feeling the shoulder blades broaden on the back. Very nice. And then gently starting to inhale your hands back towards you, bringing them under the shoulders, tucking the toes, drawing yourself up into your down dog. So bending one knee, then the other. Gently just finding your way into stillness in the shape. Gaze between the ankles. Palms and fingers flat on the earth. Inhale, floating forward to a plank pose. Exhale, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Very nice. 2 more like that. Inhaling, floating forward, belly pulls back into the spine. Ribs tuck forward towards your belly button. So you don't want the ribs flaring out. Inhale, floating forward. Imagine you've got a corset on. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Starting to walk your hands back towards your feet. Bending the knees, sweeping yourself up. Palms float together up overhead. Watch the palms gently touch. Exhaling back to your forward fold. Bending the knees as much as you need. Walking your hands back out to your down dog. Inhaling the right leg up. Exhaling, stepping through We're going to come into a low lunge. So monitor your knees. If you need a cushion or a rolled up towel underneath your knee or padding it with your mat, please do. If you want to keep your knee off the earth altogether, you're welcome to be in a high lunge. But otherwise, we're here in a low lunge, tucking the ribs in, as if you're tucking your ribs into your gym pants and drawing the belly button in towards the spine. We're going to place our left hand on our left thigh or our sacrum and gently pressing through both feet, start to come into a little bit of a back bend here. So you've got to squeeze the left glutes, opening up through the left thigh. Nice. If that feels good, stay there. If you want more, you could wrap your right arm, half bind your right arm behind your back, lifting your left arm up, swapping sides. So squeeze that left glute, press through the top of the left foot and the whole base of the right foot. We're not bending too deeply into the neck here. Maybe you're going to lengthen that right hand down the back of your thigh. So nothing else changes. It's just the right hand if you feel like it. And then inhaling, both arms up to the ceiling, fingertips down to the mat on either side of the right foot, coming into your half splits. So I find with my knee best not to be on the very top of the kneecap. I always try and have my weight on the shin below my kneecap if my knee's feeling dodgy, or I put something underneath my shin so that my knee's not touching the earth. Coming back to a low lunge, left hand down, right arm up, easy twist. Push through the left hand to open the chest towards the ceiling like we were doing in our very first shape tonight when we were sitting. And then bringing your right hand down inside your right foot, stepping back through a plank, and then lifting the hips up for your downward facing dog. Very nice. Left leg lifts. Bringing the knee to the chest, stepping through, lowering the right knee down, coming into your low lunge. You can also try tucking the back toe if your knee's sensitive in that shape, but I'd rather that you didn't aggravate it at all. So rather that it was on a pillow or a towel or something like that. So then we'll bring our right hand to our sacrum, reach our left arm up and lean back a little bit, squeezing the right glute, opening through the front of the right quad. If you're comfortable there, you can stay there, or you can half bind the left hand around your back and bring the right arm up. Little bit of a back bend here. If you still feel like you have more space, you can walk the left hand down the back of the right thigh. Little bit of back bending tonight. And then exhaling, right hand down, left arm up, simple twist. Exhaling, bringing the left hand down, stepping the left foot back into your plank, right foot into plank, bringing your shoulders over your wrists, wrists flat on the earth, knees to the mat or not. For your first chaturanga, elbows in towards the ribs. Upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Really nice. Taking a breath here. Letting it go. Inhaling, right leg up. Exhaling, knee to chest, stepping the right foot through, finding your high lunge. So just make sure your knee is over your ankle. You don't want to be bending too deeply into the knee. And your left leg is straight. Heel goes towards the back of the room. From there, we're going to bring the left arm behind our back into a half bind. So you're pushing into the ball of the back foot and the whole of the front foot, gazing up at your right fingers. Maybe Lengthening the arm back a little bit into a back bend. Maybe swapping arms, unraveling the left arm up, right hand either into your half bind or to the back of your thigh. So you can fiddle around with both. You need to have your weight even through both feet and all through the front foot. So not only on the outside of the front foot. Inhale, sweeping the arms back up. Exhaling, starting to lower down into your pyramid pose. So hands to your shins or fingertips to either side of the foot or hands to blocks. Gazing forward for a breath, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, looking forward. Exhaling, fold. One more like that. Inhaling to look forward. Very nice. Exhaling, folding down. Holding here for a breath. One more inhale here. Exhaling to release. Looking forward, walking your hands forward as your left leg lifts up into warrior three. Gazing forward here, fingertips under the shoulders. And then we're gently going to lower our torso down for our standing split. So back leg might be at right angles to your body. Doesn't have to be all the way up. But just finding some stillness here. And then gently stepping the left foot to meet the right. Sweeping the arms up. Chair pose. Hips back. Arms lift, really nice. Lower the shoulders down from the ears. And then inhale, gently standing up. Bringing the palms to touch. And then bringing your hands to heart center. Weight into the right foot, coming onto the ball of the left foot. Left knee to chest. Flex the left foot. Left knee across the left ankle, across the right knee. Start to come into your figure four, chair pose. So really flex that left foot and keep your gaze still, just straight ahead. And then as you inhale to come up, just cross the left foot in front of the right. And then gently coming into a forward fold. You can definitely bend the knees. So your feet are sort of even. My left foot's in front a little bit of my right. You're going to bring your left peace fingers to your left big toe. So index and middle finger around the big toe, thumb to the earth. And then try and bring the right fingers to the right big toe. It's very wobbly, just like life. You can use your thumbs for balance on the earth. And then just dropping your head, enjoying the wobbles. And then gently uncrossing the hands, uncrossing the feet, sweeping back up into your chair pose, standing all the way up, a little bit of a back bend at the top. Exhaling all the way down. Stepping back into your plank. Chaturanga, knees to the earth or not, elbows into the ribs. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhaling the left leg up. Exhale, stepping through, high lunge. Left arm, half bind, if you like. Otherwise, staying in your variation. Even weight through the whole of the front foot and the ball of the back foot. Equal energy. Maybe opening up into a little back bend, gazing up towards the ceiling. Your right arm leans a little bit back. And then swapping sides. Right arm half bind, left arm up. Inhaling, both arms up, reaching forward for your pyramid pose. So fingertips to the mat, either side of the foot. Start to lengthen the left leg. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale to fold. You can definitely step the right foot in a little bit if you need to. One more. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, folding. Staying there for a breath. Front knee can be bent. The back foot can be walking in. Whatever you need. And then inhale to look forward. Start to bring your fingertips forward under your shoulders, lifting the right leg up into your warrior three. Gazing forward, shoulders away from the ears, and then gently starting to lower yourself into your standing split. Engaging that back leg. Feel the weight light on your fingertips on the floor. So it means you're balancing through all sides of the left foot, the standing foot. See if you can just maybe lift your fingers up off the floor, float them up for a quarter of a second. And then gently stepping forward to your chair pose, sweeping up into your chair. And then standing up, hands to heart center, weight into the left foot, right knee to chest. Crossing the right ankle over the left leg into your figure four. See if you can bring your triceps to your shin. Maybe you're a bit higher up, that's absolutely fine. But if you've got the space and you can bring your triceps to your shin and then curl the right toes around the tricep. And then steady, soft breath, steady, soft gaze. And then fingertips down, gently lowering the right foot in front of the left. So we're standing in a cross-legged forward fold. We're going to bring our right peace fingers around our right big toe, thumb to the earth, crossing the wrists, left fingers to the left toe, thumb to the earth. And then just lowering the head. If it's all too much and you just want to uncross your wrists and hold the big toes that way, of course you can. These are all just options. And then releasing the toes, uncrossing the legs, stepping yourself back to your plank pose, lowering yourself all the way down to your belly. Fingertips come to the outside of the mat. Tops of the feet and pelvis connect with the earth. We'll inhale up for cobra. Exhaling to release. Two more like that. So just wave, like a wave moving. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lowering down. Two more like that. Inhale, opening the heart. Exhaling to lower. One more. Inhaling, lifting the heart. Exhaling, lowering down. So this time we're going to bring our hands behind our back, interlock the fingers, but release the index fingers. So the thumbs are together and the index fingers are together. And then roll the shoulder blades down the back. Gently pull the belly button into the spine. Your pelvis and your feet are on the earth. And let's roll into a cobra that way with the arm variation. So squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping the neck long. Gaze is soft. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, coming up. Belly button into spine. Maybe your legs are going to float up as well. So only your pelvis is supporting you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. exhaling to release. Placing your left hand on the earth, placing your right hand on top of your left, and just bringing your forehead to the back of your palms, maybe just rolling your forehead side to side. And then just coming to stillness for a breath. Noticing the breathing, the rhythm of the breath. And then we're going to come into that variation again, where your hands are back. You don't need to interlock them this time. If you want to try and grab onto the ankles, you can, but please flex the feet if you're grabbing onto the ankles and watch the knee. So when my knee's hurting, I can't flex, I can't hold on to my right ankle. So just see how you go. If you're coming into the full variation, you're lifting the knees off the earth. You're opening the heart. You're gazing forward. Otherwise, you're in the other variation where you're lengthening your legs back. If you wish, we're going to do this funny thing, holding onto our ankles, flexing our feet, where we roll onto our right side. So we're just rolling onto the right side of our body. We're staying in that shape, very nice. Rolling back onto your belly, very gently with control, rolling over onto the other side. We're lying on our left side of our body. We've still got our feet in Dhanurasana. And then coming back to center. If you're holding your ankles, lifting everything up, belly button off the mat or any other variation. And then exhaling, gently floating everything down. Bringing your different palm on top this time, forehead to the back of your hands. Taking 2 deep breaths here, inhaling, exhaling through the mouth. One more breath like that, big inhale. Exhaling. Bringing your left knee to a right angle, so bending the left knee. We're going to thread the right arm under the left armpit so that we're on our right shoulder. Our left knee's on the earth. And then we're going to roll over onto our back into this twist. So shuffle yourself so that you're on your back, even if your knee's very high off the ground. It doesn't matter. But it's a nice twist here. If you want to place a block underneath your left knee, you can, but there's no need if it feels comfortable. Just make sure both shoulder blades are on the earth. You're gazing in the direction of your left arm if that feels okay for your neck. Closing down the eyes if that feels good. Taking about 4 more breaths here. Softening everything as you exhale. And replenishing the breath in the body as you inhale. Gently softening into the shape as you exhale. 2 more breaths there. On the next inhale, slowly unraveling back onto your belly. And we're going to, let's just come into Sphinx pose for a moment, where we've got our elbows under our shoulders, pelvis and tops of the feet to the earth, opening your heart to the front of the room, neck soft, eyes are soft. Taking a breath or 2 here. And then coming onto the other side, bending the right knee up to a right angle, and then threading the left arm under the right armpit. And then gently unraveling yourself onto your back. You may come off your mat, it's okay. either padding the knee with a block or not. But feel the shoulders heavy on the earth. I like to place my left hand on my right thigh and just hold it there in case it goes somewhere else. But whatever feels good for you. Just coming back into the breath, making space in the body as you inhale. Softening into the shape a little bit more as you exhale. Two more breaths here. This time when you unravel, just come to lying on your back. So you may need to bend your knees and just shuffle yourself back onto your mat if you've come off it. And then gently bringing the knees to the chest. Little rock side to side. And then finding your happy baby. Holding onto the outside blades of your feet or the shins, whatever feels nice. But think about the feet being flush to the ceiling and the sacrum heavy on the earth. You can rock a little bit side to side to release the lower back if that feels good. One more breath here. Exhaling to release. Gently bringing the knees back to the chest, giving them one more little squeeze. And then lowering the legs down the mat. Bringing your arms beside you, taking up as much space as you can. Taking a big inhale here. Exhaling into your Shavasana, resting pose. Got any sensation in the lower back, you can definitely keep the knees bent. And then soften the eyelids, unclench the jaw. Relax the shoulder blades into the mat. Take rest. On the next inhale, bringing the attention back within the body. Gently starting to deepen the breath. Bringing some movement to the fingers and the toes. And then inhaling the arms up and overhead and reaching the legs down the mat. Big stretch. And then gently rolling onto one side and bringing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Inhaling your arms up and overhead, gently watching them come together. Exhaling into heart center. Bowing forward in gratitude to ourselves for showing up, to each other, and to this amazing practice called yoga, which unveils a little bit more of ourselves to ourselves every time we practice.